Assalamu alaikum. This is Akif speaking from Entrepreneurial Muslim, where our mission in the next 10 years is to help 1 million entrepreneurial Muslims set up a business online. Our vision is to help build pioneers across every Muslim industry so we revive this deen and make this deen legacy focused again, like the previous generations, inshallah ta'ala. Now, this webinar training, make $1,000 in 7 days. It can potentially change your life. Now, I'm recording this because the last webinar it had slight audio issues, but I really want you to focus now. I want you to take a lot of notes because this is gonna be my best webinar ever, inshallah ta'ala. Make sure you take lots of notes and make sure that you realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose you to be here now. Okay, you could be anywhere. You could be watching TV. You could be out with your friends. You could be with your spouse. You could be with your siblings. You could be with your friends. But realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen you to listen into this webinar. So give me your full attention for at least the next 25 to 30 minutes, please. Cross off Facebook, turn your phone off, and inshallah, give me your full attention because otherwise it's pointless you being here because you're not going to benefit as best as you can. And, deep down, I really care about you and I make dua that Allah gives you the best in this life. But you have to focus. You have to cut off the distractions, inshallah ta'ala. We're going to go over my system on how you can make $1,000 in the next 7 days, okay? I'm not promising you're going to make $1,000. I'm not promising you're going to make even $1 because I don't actually know your skill set, okay? I don't know how committed you are. I don't even know what you do for work. Do you work? Are you unemployed? Do you have any business experience? So I'm not promising you stardom and freedom and becoming a millionaire in like a couple of days. I'm not promising you amazing results like in 1 second. I'm not gonna hype this up. This is not, ACN. This is not, multi-marketing bakwas, multi-layer stuff. This is a long, stable business, inshallah ta'ala, which has worked across so many of my students and clients. And I really hope it can help you as well, inshallah ta'ala. The system I'm going to share with you, the 5 steps I'm going to share with you, mashallah, tabarakallah, is help me make hundreds and thousands of dollars online. Okay, it's helped across my top legacy students in the last 12 months. Subhanallah, it's helped generate over $1 million. Can you believe that? And I predict we're in the next 12 months to 15 months. This is going to be an 8-figure Paradise Path money system that so many Muslims in the Ummah, they're going to be using, okay? And I'm so passionate about this and I really deep down want you to achieve freedom because you're going through a lot right now. Okay, you're frustrated, you might be working 9 to 5, you hate the morning traffic, you want to spend more time with your mother, you want to be with your father, you want to be with your siblings, you want to make more money so you can stop rushing your salah. I've been there, subhanallah, I really have, I've been there. Okay, I used to work 9 to 5 myself and I got so many rejections which we're going to get to in a second, okay? But let's set some rules, okay? Make sure that you're an A player that you want to actually set up a business, okay? If you want to work 9 to 5 for the next 40 years, then please leave because this webinar is not for you. This webinar is not for you if you can't invest in your education, if you can't invest in your business growth, if you can't invest in your success. Please leave if you don't want to make money online, if you're stuck in 1995. Please leave if you don't want to make a difference. You're too focused on your current routine. Leave if you don't want to make change. Okay, make sure that you're only here if you deep down want to make a difference in the ummah. Okay, I'm giving you this option because I don't want to waste your time. Your time is your biggest asset, subhanallah, and I love you for the sake of Allah, and I'm making dua for you because you're my brother or sister in Islam. And Islam teaches me to be honest and it teaches me to be upfront and direct because your time is your biggest asset and you're giving me your time, so I want to give it my everything so I can deliver for you, inshallah, okay? So only listen in if number one, you want to set up a business online, only listen in if you can give me your commitment. Next 7 days, you have to work. You're not gonna make money without working hard. Subhanallah, it's taken me nearly 10 years to get to this level. It doesn't have to take you 10 years, okay? But you have to work hard. You have to give me your commitment, just like learning how to drive. Just like learning how to drive a car, it's gonna take you a little bit of time. Okay, be patient and you'll get results. But if you're expecting overnight success, this is no magic pill. This is not ACN where they sell you a dream and you mess up and lose your money. I'm being completely honest with you because honesty is the best policy, subhanallah. You have to work hard. You might make mistakes. My job as your mentor is to help you fast track that, okay? So that inshallah ta'ala you can achieve amazing results. And okay, you might lose a bit of money initially, or you might make mistakes, or you might get frustrated, but it's a lesson that you can learn and never see it as a loss. See it as an investment, inshallah ta'ala. My job today is, if I can speak sincerely from the heart, I hope that inshallah it can reach your heart as well, because life's too short and we're all chasing the rat race. 9 to 5 job equals just over broke for many Muslims, okay? And I sincerely believe that you're listening to this now because you want to make change and you want to make a difference, but you have to step up, inshallah ta'ala. I'm really passionate about helping you, but you got to help yourself, okay? So we've discussed that Allah's chosen you to be here. We've set some ground rules. We set the standard really high. Okay, please leave with XYZ, and please keep listening in if you're gonna give me your biggest focus. Okay, if you want to set up a business online, if you're gonna follow my instruction, okay, if you're gonna take action, if you're gonna put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you're going to take risks, you're going to be a go-getter, you're going to give this 110%. It's either nothing or 100%. There's no middle ground. It's either all or nothing, inshallah. Okay? Now, subhanallah, a couple of years ago, I was doing my maths degree at Birmingham University. I always wanted to go into another city and have some independence and have freedom and flexibility. And I went to Birmingham University, and subhanallah, it really opened my eyes because maths was really difficult. And I invested, like, it cost me like, wow, thousands for accommodation fees, thousands in food. Had to pay like, what is it, over £3,000 in tuition fees, which is like over £5,000. So in total, I must have spent like, wow, must have spent like over, whoa. How much did I spend to complete my maths degree? I must have invested like, wow, over $10,000, over like £10,000 altogether, which put me in massive debt. Okay, and now I'm not actually doing anything related to maths. I can count numbers, okay, but it feels a little bit pointless, doesn't it? That you spend so much time and energy doing something that you're not going to spend the rest of your life with. Or I invested so much money, and I'm sure you can relate. But everything happens for a reason. And what the maths degree taught me was how to manage my time, how to speak to people, how to have good leadership skills. Okay, but the actual degree was quite pointless because I'm not an accountant now. I'm not a teacher. I'm not really into finance too much. Yeah, finance was my best module, but I'm an entrepreneur, and inshallah, you can be an entrepreneur as well. So many Muslims, we invest money into different things, and we don't actually get a return because there's not really a proven system, and people are losing jobs right now in the rat race, the economy. So you need a stable long-term system, inshallah ta'ala. And after university, I was like, yeah, I have this many fans on Facebook and I worked with these people, but I got so many rejections because I never had that professional practical experience. Okay? And that's what you need as well. You need practical, real life, solid experience that's going to get you results, get you that freedom, and inshallah, take you into Jannatul Firdaus. Okay, it's not as easy as that. It takes effort, it takes time. But after university, I got rejected like 250 times. I went to Birmingham, I went to London, I went to Manchester, I went to so many different places. I was frustrated, I was stressed, and I absolutely hated the rejections. They were like, you're too nice, your hair's messy, you're not gonna cut it, go work in McDonald's. I got really hurt. I got really offended by a lot of the interviews because so many rejections in like 3 months is a lot to take in. But I was resilient. I was passionate. This was all or nothing for me. When I do things with full passion and full energy as well. Okay? So all those rejections taught me to be resilient, to grow my business muscle. And subhanAllah, looking back, those rejections were the best thing that ever happened to me. Have you ever faced rejection in your life? Have you ever been frustrated in your life? Look, you're going through a lot right now. Perhaps you've already been in debt, or maybe you're facing a lot of stress, or maybe you've just had a divorce, or maybe someone's just died in your family, or maybe someone's passed away from cancer, or maybe, you wanted to marry the person of your dreams and it just didn't work out. Or maybe you're over 40 years old and you just want that freedom and flexibility in your life. Or maybe you're 25 years old and your name is Salma and you're getting marriage proposals but you can't find the right person. Or maybe your name is Abdul and you're 35 years old and you've got 2 kids and a family, but it's cutting edge. It's like it's cutthroat every single month. You're chasing the paycheck, you're making your boss richer, your mum's moaning at you, your dad's crying at you, your grandparents are not feeling well. Or maybe you're in medicine and your name is Amina and you're just working like 9 to 9 and you're really frustrated because you're wearing hijab in a non-practicing environment and life's getting more difficult and you want to settle down one day, but it's just difficult because you need to make money. Or maybe you're from Pakistan and you want to come to the UK, or maybe you're in the UK and you're doing law and you're stuck inside an office, or you want to finish your accountancy degree. And there's so many situations we face, so many hardships, from education to marriage to death in the family to this situation and that situation. Subhanallah, I can relate to many situations. Okay? But you have to step up now. You have to raise your game. And you have to realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He loves you. That's why you're here now. Okay? You could be anywhere right now. You could be anywhere right now, okay? You could be anywhere. But Allah's chosen you to listen into this. And I've never spoken this passionately because, subhanAllah, you're a person. You're a real life person. I'm not speaking to many, many people. I'm speaking to you. This is one-to-one now. This is personal. This is just me and you now. Okay? Just me and you. What do you really want to get in this life? What is your 10-year goal? What do you want to achieve? David Cameron is a big muppet. Yeah, subhanAllah. I don't know why he's bombing Syria, but that's another story. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide him and, protect every person in Syria. I wrote a post earlier this morning and yeah, it's getting a lot of attention on Facebook. When there's oppression around the world, we got to speak out. We can't be sheep. Okay? But anyway, back onto the webinar. So I understand you're going through a difficult time. But isn't it about time you change? Isn't it about time you step up and raise your standard? Isn't it about time you realize that Prophet Ayub alayhi salam, Prophet Job, may Allah be pleased with him, he faced so much hardship. He lost wealth, he lost this, he lost that. But still he was patient. And guess what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised Prophet Job, Prophet Ayub alayhi salam in the Quran. He was among the patient ones. Wow. And his reward is going to be so big. Patience produces the sweeter fruit. Just like my dad says, Sabr ka phal meetha hota hai. Patience produces the sweeter fruit. Okay? When you hit the floor really hard, you got to bounce up. And you got to bounce higher and faster and stronger, inshallah ta'ala. So stop making excuses. Stop the lame excuses like it's too expensive, I can't invest in my education, it's too much, or I'm a sheep, get me out of here. Stop the excuses now. Subhanallah, let's step up and let's really make a difference, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, are you in or are you in? Yes or yes, which one? We're gonna talk about this Paradise Path legacy system, this money-making system, which I believe is one of the best money-making systems in the Ummah today. I really believe that. Which other system has helped so many Muslims around the world? Which other system, subhanallah, has helped reach millions of post views on Facebook? Which other system has, subhanallah, helped people get on TV, to speak offline, to reach so many people? Really, really believe in this system. Sorry, I just had a hiccup then. I just had some chicken and spinach earlier. My mum is an amazing cook, mashallah. So yeah, I'm losing my voice, but I'm so passionate about this. So passionate about our entrepreneurial Muslim vision. And I really hope you can be a part of that, okay? I know you've got a story. I know you're going through a lot right now, but you have to step up. No excuses, all or nothing. Are you in or are you in? Okay, inshallah ta'ala. By the end of this webinar, I'm going to talk about an opportunity where you can apply, for limited time only. I'm only accepting, 5 people today, okay, up until midnight. I want you to apply and speak to me, speak to me on Facebook chat. Let's have a conversation. I want to reach out to you and I want to give you my support, okay? Because I get so many messages. I have guess how many unread emails I have? I have over 70,000 unread emails. I get so many, Facebook messages. But I promise you, you apply to what I'm going to tell you later on, I promise you, inshallah, I'll get back to you promptly, because, I read my messages all the time, my Facebook messages, and I'll make sure I get back to you, okay? Especially if you're going to apply for this opportunity, which I'll tell you about in a second, okay? This opportunity is not going to come along every single day. So you have to grab this wave, because this wave could vanish and you could lose this opportunity. And you might even regret it, subhanAllah. You don't want to be there on the day of judgment when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is judging you and you're like, Ya Allah, I left a legacy of spoons, or I left a legacy of selling samosas in the mini market. Or, I mean, okay, someone has to do that. That's fine. I respect that. May Allah bless that person. But I'm assuming, because you're listening to this webinar, that you have bigger goals. You don't want to leave a legacy of spoons or selling shoes, or being a lawyer or this or that. You want to do bigger, better things. You want to build a lifestyle. You want to do things that are going to help your legacy. You want to do things that are going to help you achieve freedom. You want to do things that are going to support your family and support generations to come. It's about time we start thinking about the future, inshallah, not just about ourselves. It's not about me, me, me. It's about we. It's about looking at the bigger picture, okay? Now let's talk about the 5-step Paradise Path money system, and then I want you to apply for this opportunity, which I want to talk about shortly, okay? It's for a Facebook chat power session, okay? It's a power session on Facebook chat where we discuss how you can, set up your business online and make your first $1,000 within the next 7 days, inshallah. I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm not promising that, because I don't know how hard you're going to work. But I promise you, you put in the hard work and we'll make it happen, inshallah ta'ala. Can you feel the passion in my voice? I really believe in this. Really believe in this. I put in, subhanallah, thousands of hours across the last 9 years trying to make this happen, and I've been broke, I've been in debt, I've been mentally stressed, but I really believe in this, and I hope that you can believe in this as well, because it's taken a lot of effort and it's taken a lot of commitment. I've been verbally abused. I've been, subhanallah, I've been rejected in the past. But I worked so hard to make this happen, and subhanallah, I don't know why I'm crying now, but I really believe in this, and I hope that you can believe in it as well, because it gets results, and that's what it's about. It's about being revivers of this deen. It's about stepping up now. It's about producing leaders who are going to revive this deen, who are going to be pioneers in their industry, who are going to set a higher standard, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, I put in sweat, blood, and tears into this Paradise Path money system. I was ignored for so many years. Like, subhanAllah, I was shouting and screaming, legacy, be free, leave 9 to 5. And it's only now, after like 8 years, I finally broke through. Imagine being patient for so many years. Yeah, it reminds me of, Prophet Noah alayhi salam, Nuh alayhi salam, may Allah be pleased with him. So many prophets, they were calling people to Islam and they were getting rejected and rejected. Okay, I'm trying to call you towards legacy. I'm trying to call you towards freedom. So I make dua that you don't ignore this. I make dua that you really step up, and I make dua that even if you don't apply, and even if, we don't get to work together, I make dua that Allah gives you massive success. Okay, I only want people applying who are A players, who are in the top 1%, who are going to give me their sweat, blood, and tears. Because you give me your effort, then we're going to make it happen, okay? So let's talk about the 5-step Paradise Path money system on how you can make $1,000 in 7 days, okay? So the first step is you have to discover your passion, okay? You have to discover your passion. What is your 6-figure business idea? What is that idea that's going to help disrupt the ummah? That's going to help disrupt mankind? You have to create a disruption. If you're going to be one of my students, then you better create a disruption, because, there's no point creating something that's average. You're going to create something that's outstanding, that's excellent, that's A-star, that's first class. That's where our minimum standard is. Do you understand? Inshallah. So you got to create your business idea. Now, your business idea has to be very specific, and it has to be very focused. So what can you think of? What comes to your mind? Okay, for example, my business idea is Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims who want to build a business online, who want to leave 9 to 5, who want to grow a following, who want to make a difference in the ummah, who want to leave a legacy behind. Okay, there's no one else doing this in the ummah, so what can you do? What specific audience can you target? Okay, get very specific and get very focused. So what is your idea? Don't think about it too much. Doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure you're taking action. What is your idea? Tell me about it. Okay, what is your idea? Discover your passion. Number 2 is persuasion power. Tell stories. We're living in a time of storytelling. How was my story of so many rejections? How was my story of sweat, blood, and tears? How was my story when I started crying, subhanAllah? You gotta connect. You gotta connect with empathy. You gotta be sincere. You gotta be genuine. Okay, you gotta be sincere and you gotta be genuine. You gotta speak from the heart. So what is your story of struggle? What is your story of being ignored, of maybe being verbally abused, or maybe going through this hardship, and how did you overcome it? What is your story of struggle, and what is your story of success? What is your story of success? Subhanallah. Okay, tell me what your story is, and let's make it happen. People connect to stories, inshallah ta'ala. The next step is product development. What sort of info product can you create? You got to create a Muslim info product. So create like a PDF guide, create like a webinar series, create like an audio series, create like a Facebook mastermind group. Did you know, just from this entrepreneurial Muslim family Facebook group, I've made over $50,000 in sales? Can you believe that? SubhanAllah, I'm sure you've probably seen the system of big announcement, webinar, and then, I have some sort of system which leads people into my program, which, mashallah, has amazing success stories. Mohammed Gaidan from Deen Fit, he's generated over $4,000 in 5 days. Using the strategy I taught him, I had another student, he's generated over $1,000 in 2 days. Had Sister Catherine Jones from Australia, she's generated $15,000 in sales. Okay, subhanAllah, I've generated over $300,000 in the last 40 days, using the same system. So subhanAllah, it definitely works, and it can work for you as well. I focus around like online programs like courses or webinars, or even a bit of coaching as well. But when you're first starting out, do like a PDF guide. I open up a Word document, okay, talk about the 3 steps on, how sisters can maybe be healthier during Ramadan, or how brothers can get fit during Tarawih, or how Muslim professionals can focus on their salam or during Zohar time. Get very specific and get very focused. Make a simple information product. Make it within 24 hours. If you want to do a webinar, you can record it, use instant teleseminar or webinar jam. If you want to do a Facebook mastermind group, that's really easy. Just create a Facebook group and take action, inshallah. If you want to create a coaching program, you're going to have like weekly coaching calls over mobile, over Skype. That's how I actually first started out. I was doing like Facebook coaching. Okay, so create an information product, keep it really simple. Okay, then the next step is platform impact. Set up a Facebook page, get a logo made, get a cover photo made. Okay, go on Fiverr.com and just make it happen. No excuses. Just make it happen. Take action, and bigger action equals bigger results. Little action equals little results, which means you're going to complain and you're going to be like, the system doesn't work. But then when I ask you, have you applied and taken action, you're going to be like, oh, but life got in the way, or blah blah blah. No excuses. Let's make it happen, inshallah. Then start posting on your Facebook page every day. Text, study other Facebook pages, and use images, use video, and you can make it happen, inshallah. Then profit potential is all about making your first $1,000 in the next 7 days. You can sell like a webinar replay for $97. $97 times 10 is nearly $1,000. You only need to make 10 sales. How many people do you have on your Facebook page, on your Facebook profile? How many people do you have on your mobile list, on your mobile contacts? How many people do you have through email? I'm sure you have at least a couple hundred, right? I have a couple hundred. I'm sure you can make at least 10 sales. But now you're wondering, like, why would someone pay £63 or $97? Because you're giving them a transformation. You've done your research. Let me give you this example. Business teachers haven't necessarily, set up a business, but because they've studied the best practices, because they know the best strategies, they are highly paid. So you can do your research and you can make it happen, inshallah. Or what you can do, right, is Anna's sister Fatima, one of my students, she sold a $7 PDF on how sisters can be more confident. And she made over, like, mashallah, 30 sales in her first 24 hours. So from those 30 sales, let's do some maths, okay? So $7 times 30 equals $210. Okay, now out of 30, because they've become a customer, you can sell something a bit more higher end, like a $97, coaching program. Okay, and you only need, like, wow, let's say 10 sales, and that's easily over $1,000 within like a couple of days. If my students are achieving great results, I'm sure you can do that as well. But you got to focus and you got to follow the system, inshallah ta'ala. Now, I want you to apply. If you have any questions around the 5-step Paradise Path system on discovering your passion, being persuasive, telling stories, product development, platform impact, or profit potential, just get in touch and I'll answer any questions you have. Okay, I want to help you, I want to support you. Just send me a message on Facebook and let's make it happen, okay? And I'll make sure that I respond back to you. I'll give you VIP priority and I'll get back to your message. Or to make it even better, apply. Click on the button and where it says Bismillah, click here to apply, or whatever the button says. Make sure you apply and we can have a chat. It's only for a selected bunch of people, only for 5 people today, up until midnight, because I'm really busy and subhanallah, I'm really packed, so I can't take on board too many people. And if you make the cut and I feel like you've got a good business idea, then we'll talk about Legacypreneur University, the fee for it and how you can join. But the free Facebook power session over Facebook chat is completely free. You're gonna get lots of value, and I really hope it can change your life. Okay, now let me show you the application. Okay, so the application form, when you click onto the application form, you come onto this page. Only for the top 1%. Don't apply if you're not serious. Make sure you have some funds as well, because you need to invest a little bit into your business. If you want to invest inside a franchise offline, that's like hundreds and thousands of dollars. That's too much, right? Or hundreds and thousands of pounds. If you want to go to university, that costs you thousands and thousands in education. I might say, invest $100 or £60 just to get started on your business. Okay. I mean, Legacypreneur University is going to be more than that. It's a premium online experience. But, you get a free Facebook powerhouse, power session over Facebook chat, where by the end of it, there'll be two options presented. You can implement the proven roadmap by yourself, which is fine, that's okay. Or if you need my extra mentoring and my support, then we'll talk about the online program, the fee for it and how it works. It's up to you completely if you want to try it or not. My advice is, if you're in major debt or completely broke, then this Facebook breakthrough session is not for you. Okay. But definitely apply. You've got nothing to lose. Go for the free Facebook powerhouse session over Facebook chat, and learn from me. Make sure you fill out this application properly. Give me your Facebook URL. Fill out your details. How much do you want to make monthly online? How much are you making right now? How much can you invest in your learning and your growth? It's taken me over 9 years to get to this level. I've invested tens and thousands of dollars to learn what I'm going to teach you, inshallah, over the Facebook chat session. So make sure you definitely apply. Why should I select you out of thousands? What makes you different? Why do you want to learn from me? What's your biggest challenge? What big goals do you have for 2016? And then scheduling your session. Let's take action, inshallah. And also understand that I'm really busy. So even if you apply and even if you send me a message on Facebook, your application may still be rejected, because I can only select a few number of people, okay? But if you've got nothing to lose, apply. Make sure, this is the most important step, make sure you send me a Facebook message right away on my Facebook profile. Okay, send me a message. If you don't send me a message right away, while you feel distant, then your application is not going to be looked at. Okay, I want to see if you can follow simple instructions. So all you do is you go onto Facebook, go to the top, and just send me a message, or go onto my profile actually, and then just send me a message, and I make sure I get back to you, inshallah. Okay, I make sure I get back to you, ASAP. And then any final comments? Okay, so apply now, bismillah. Go for the free Facebook power session, and then let's go over your business idea. Let's go over your story. Let's go over what product you can first set up. Let's go over how you can grow your Facebook page. Let's go over how you can make $1,000 in 7 days. I'll give you this roadmap, this strategy, completely free, and let's take it from there. Be legacy focused, be Jannah driven, and I look forward to your application. Assalamu alaikum.